couldn't have picked a better place for a meeting between two vamps. Dark, damp, dusty. Check, check, check. Why does this city have so many abandoned warehouses anyways? Emmeline sure does have a flair for the dramatics. Okay, I'm here. Just like your cryptic message said. Where are you? I can tell that you're in here. What's the hesitation to come out? I wasn't followed, if that's what you're worried about. And we don't have all night. Sunrise is going to be here soon enough. And I have to get back to check on the newborn.
Oh, sorry, Tay-Tay. I know that you were expecting someone else. But Emmy is currently indisposed this evening. It's been such a long time since you and I have seen each other. You look... Did you steal that sweater from the collegian you attacked the other night? They were twice your size. It's falling off you. It can't possibly be warm if you're wearing it like that.
What the fuck? Well, sorry. Had I known I was going to be running into you tonight, I would have picked someone with better fashion sense to eat. Dorothy. Where's Emmeline? She and I have something to talk about. Something that doesn't involve you. So why don't you go ahead and crawl back into that hole that you...
Oh, so much hostility, Tay-Tay.
Don't fucking call me that. You know that I hate it when you call me that.
Oh, come on, Tay-Tay. Loosen up.
You had something you wanted to talk about, didn't you?
You seem to have a little problem that you wanted help with. We are stronger together after all. Or have you decided to handle it all by yourself? I'm a very busy woman. So, if that's it, I'll be going.
No. Wait. I want the help. You know I do.
I know. So, shall you and I get down to business? In your messages to Emmy, you said that you found yourself in possession of a progeny. But I can't help but notice that you didn't apply for the turning. I have to admit, I was surprised to hear that you had a new vamp under your metaphorical wing. You just don't really seem like the nurturing type is all. So, are you looking for a bit of advice from your old friend on how to handle raising a youngling?
Where is Emmeline, Dorothy? Oh, you don't have to worry about her. You know how she can be. She actually has this cute little boo thing. A half-fae, surprisingly enough.
The two of them are so cute together. You should really see them. They like to run around and steal things from each other. It's very fun to watch. They really are perfect for each other. Anyways, she's a bit distracted at the moment with that. But don't worry. I've actually already taken over most of her responsibilities. You know, she never wanted all the little quirks that came with being the eldest. And, lucky for her, I was more than happy to take on the extra work. I have big plans for Ashwood. and all the vamps for that matter. Me being in a position of power is certainly advantageous to all of us. But anyways, no use in me monologuing right now. What I really mean is that anything you could have asked her, you can ask me. I'm sure I don't have to remind you of all the strings Emmy and I pulled for you. We are both responsible for you not being called when he who will not be named turned you without following the proper protocol. If I hadn't stuck my neck out for you, you'd be dead right now.
You don't have to remind me. I was there. It's just that...
Just what? Just that history repeated itself and you made a progeny without the proper clearance? That you left behind a messy crime scene, not once, but twice since you've been here. I mean, you're literally wearing the clothes of the person you just killed. That sloppy Tay.
Well, that was
totally your fault. I know. You know the rules, and you know why they exist. And yet, you continue to disregard them, not caring how hard I have to work to clean up your little messes. You were very lucky that I was on your side. But, I've been thinking, why not just kill the little progeny yourself? Why not just let them run amok in the city? You always try to skirt around the rules, Tay. So why are you being so careful with this little friend that you've created? I have some theories. Maybe it's that you're feeling a little bit nostalgic now that you're back in Ashwood. Or maybe you remember when you were in the same position not so long ago. A little fledgling, scared, not knowing what the future would hold. You saw firsthand just how cruel we are forced to be to those who don't follow the rules. The rules are meant to protect us from the sins of our forefathers, after all. So tell me, why are you repeating all of their mistakes?
Look, Dorothy, I don't even know why I'm here, really. I just followed a poll, and I ended up at the city wards. I am happy to leave this fucked up city if you just take care of the kid and make this all go away. We both know that I am not cut out for this.
Of course. You're just making messes, and you expect one of us to clean up after you. I understand. That's not, you really should be quiet when your superiors are talking. You are trying my patience after the night that I've just had.
What the fuck did you just...
Oh, yes. Oh, that is so much better. You are much cuter when you aren't running your mouth. I don't know why you look so surprised. You don't have much of a defense against my trances with how underdeveloped your own abilities are. It barely took a glance in my eyes to render you immobile and mute. Now, all you need to do is listen. I like you, Tay. Or, at least, I did. You have a lot of spunk. It's cute. I saw something in you all those years ago. I mean, you're so tiny, but so strong. Physically, of course, your magic is underwhelming at best. But frankly, you have been such a disappointment. And I agree with you. You really aren't cut out to be a sire. So, I'll be taking over for you. You've already attempted to corrupt that poor little fledgling. I mean, you didn't even bring them with you. You just left them in whatever hovel you've been squatting in. Really, anyone would have been a better sire than you. And that's including the poor excuse of a vamp who turned to you. Oh, you didn't like that, huh? I understand. He did abandon you after all. It's an age-old story. Some vampire fuckboy manipulates a sweet, bright-eyed little mortal into dying for him. And then he leaves when the weight of their choices catch up. You were just caught in the middle. And then you were left to fend for yourself. He knew he was signing your death certificate, you know. It's just so pathetic. Being such a loser in life that you were willing to die for some vamp. And then being such a loser in death that vamp turned tail and ran as soon as he could. That must have left you with a little bit of trauma, huh? You were lucky, though. You were so pitiful that Emmy just had to show you some mercy. And then it turned out that you actually weren't a complete loser in death. That strength of yours is really exceptional. Too bad your strength couldn't save you from this, huh? You took all that promise and you threw it away to act like a little spoiled brat. So I guess you really are just a pathetic loser. The VSSCC is the way of the future, Tay. It's time vampires start coming out of the shadows. We've been magically bound to follow the rules of a court that we don't even belong to. So, it's time we learn to play their game. We shouldn't have to be solitary hunters anymore. We can live with our prey, and they line up to have us feed from them. We can live with other vamps, and I won't let you force us into being alone because of your mistakes. You know, I was actually the one
who called you to come back to Ashwood. I have some big plans, you see, and I was hoping that you would be a part of them. You look confused. Well, don't you worry. Let's just say I've learned a few new tricks while you've been gone. I'm really, really sad that things aren't going to work out between us. Hopefully, my newest progeny wasn't too corrupted by you and your archaic worldview. Oh, and one more thing before I go. You see those big windows up there? Well, those windows are going to be filled with sunlight in about 30 minutes. So, your job now is to stay right here until that happens. And while you're here, being turned to ash, I'll be collecting the progeny. I'm fixing your little problem. Just maybe not in the way you hoped. You're a loose end now, Taylor. I won't have you stomping about through Ashwood and ruining all my hard work. I won't be alone again. Hopefully, this little progeny isn't as close-minded as you are about the future of vamps. Because quite frankly, we just don't have any more room for vampires who don't want to play by my rules. Anyways, it really was so nice to see you again. It really had been too long since we caught up. It is too bad, though, that this is how it's going to end for you. Really, I think this is the only option, though. Oh well. I never really know how to end this sort of thing. I can't really say see you later because, well, you know. So, I guess I'll just say bye-bye.